There we go. We finally got live. Good Lord, I thought I was already live. Hey, Lucky, good to see you. Thank you for coming, Jamie, or Lucky. And so, hey, Beto. I put the link up there for you, Nickel, if you're there. So, how is Lucky doing tonight? Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Now let's see if it's broadcasting. Okay, it is. It is broadcasting now, so that is good. I don't want that echo, so I turned one of my StreamYard off. Hey, Snakebite. Hey, Tony. How y'all doing? Thank you for coming. Outstanding. 5x5. I like it. I just got off. I'm really beat today, and these 12-hour days have been kicking my ass this week. So I got called in and work today and came home, and I just made me a drink, and I'm sitting down here and wanted to talk about stuff. So everybody being quiet. Anybody want to come up and chat with me? Kind of quiet, isn't it? Oh, so many days in a row. Wow. Yeah. I could go on and on about that. Hey, Barbara. Thank you. Turn your camera on. I'm in my work clothes and I feel like I'm sitting here trying to keep from looking like a dirty bum. I hadn't had time to jump in the shower. I am beat. So I was going to say I would. Oh, looky here. How you doing there, Mr. 12?
Yeah, pretty good. Yep, they put a whooping on Purdue 66-0.
Oh, wow. That's something right there. Did you watch the Texas game last night? The Texas Longhorn and the
Oh, A&M. No, wait a minute. Who was they played? They played. Yeah, Texas A&M, wasn't it?
yeah, they played Texas. That was the what they call the Southern Conference Bowl that they played. And
I,
then
th- I think
we
I
had
think
Oregon Ducks playing Washington. Did you watch that?
I didn't get to see it. I know they won. But I think Texas is going to win the whole thing. That's my prediction.
You know, I tell you that that quarterback from Texas. That's oh heck, he is Cooper. Uh, oh, Peyton. Is it Manning's? Or Cooper Manning's. I think his name is Archie Manning Jr. or something like that, or Archie Manning. He's a junior quarterback for Texas.
I don't know that much about them, but I know that they're pretty good. I mean, they really don't lose to bad teams like Alabama or maybe a Georgia, So
Right.
I think when it, plus we don't know where the home games are going to be. I think when they do this playoff, first I think you got to have a playoff for your conference, and then whoever wins those conference, the main four, will probably get the number one seed in the tournament, and they'll get to sit out a game, and then the others will have to play each other and then advance. And I think the first two rounds you get to play the upper seed gets to play at home. I don't know when to get to the last four if they're going to play somewhere else or how they're going to do that. So I'm not for sure how it's formatted. Because if you're home, you got an advantage, kind of.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. that was, I guess, Barbara, did you see the Texas Longhorns play Texas Tech last night? That'd have been a good game for you to watch. I know you're really into football. Oh, I'm sitting here drinking my great milkshake, man. I am beat. I tell you what, it's been cold and cold and cold. It's 30. Hey, Aztec, thank you for coming, brother. It is Barbara, food is full of football. Yes, it is. We got a lot of football, especially when you got beer and tater chips and hamburgers and hot dogs. It makes it real good. Makes it real good. So I was doing some research on this, and I got, it's kind of funny that how Bill Gates's name pops up anytime you talk about food and stuff like that, and
mosquitoes.
Yeah, mosquitoes. That too. It's kind of interesting when that pops up, and I started doing some research into Bill Gates' parents and what his parents and stuff like that. Bill Gates Sr. was a board member of Planned Parenthood. I thought that was quite interesting, and what Bill and Melinda Gates helped Planned Parenthood, and it's kind of interesting what. Hey, Joe McBride, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. And Dean R., thank you for coming. Go Hoosiers! Yeah, there you go. And go Texas Longhorns too, Dean. You got to push my team. Cowboys not so much, They're kind of on the bottom of the barrel.
They're part-time football players.
They're talking about trying to make the playoffs now, and I'm like, oh, come on. That Jerry Jones he's what would be a good way to say that? He's kind of like a legend in his own mind,
Yeah, they probably like to see him sell them to someone else.
Yep. So anyway, what I have to be really, really careful of how I put this, because I don't want this to be medical misinformation. And there's a lot on the internet. Hey, Truthful Troll, thank you for coming.
You have to say VACS, I think. Can't say it out loud.
Yes, you got to. Yeah. So there's a lot of that out there. So what's going on is Bill Gates is heading up and you'll have to probably look this up because there ain't much being said about it. And I'll put some links at the end on my stream. It's a food supplement that they're putting in cow feed. And it's called Bovaer, Bovaer. Now, I thought, why would Bill Gates be associated with putting this in cows? They're already trying to cut our food out because I love good steaks, and they're trying to hurt us on that aspect of it. But what they're trying to do, or what they're claiming they're trying to do, this Bovaer is a actual supplement. It's not organic. And they're putting it in cow feed to keep cows from farting. Methane gas is what they're trying to say.
So they just explode instead, I guess.
Well, they're not supposed to regenerate. Well, what? Yeah, GMO. That's right, Lucky Star. That's right. And you think about it, has anybody heard about this at all? Because it kind of like, why is he even getting into this? And then when I started digging into it, some of the things that I'm hearing and on my research and reading is that if you give the cows this Bovar, and this Bovar has got 4 ingredients in it, and they're not they're actual chemicals that they're putting in that stuff and then feeding it to cows. What would be the end effect? This Bovar is supposed to be given to cows to keep them from going farting. So what happens if that stuff gets in our... Hey there, Tom Larson. Good to see you. Nicola, Tom saying hi.
Hello, Tom. I think we explode because if we can't let it out, gas out, it's just going to build. So I guess we'll all just blow up.
Well, see, this is what I'm kind of worried about, because if you think about this feed, and I'll give out some more information here. If you start giving it to cows so they don't fart as much to help keep our methane gas down, I think it's an attack. They're saying that it doesn't hurt the cows. It doesn't. But yeah, buffalo burgers, you betcha. It don't hurt the cows. It doesn't even go into the milk, is what they're saying. But I disagree with that. Whatever a person eats goes through a person's system, just like when a woman is nursing a baby. She has to be very careful what she eats. Bugs are more nutritious than meat. Yeah, I guess so. That could be true, Barbara. But I'm not much into eating bugs. I kind of like a little protein for meat wise. I'm a very much of a carnivore. So yeah. Gates just put a bunch of mosquitoes out. I was really worried about this, and I'm still kind of waiting to see what happens. Yeah. You got to trust the science. Yeah, Tom, that's exactly what when the people got 2020, when they got that
yeah, you got to take the jab before you know what's in it. Just like they passed,
exactly,
like they passed their legislation. They passed it before they read it. That's where we're at.
So I'm kind of worried about this, and so there's 3 food chains that is already putting this stuff in the for feed to cows, and it's Aldi's is one. Oh, let me get my notes here. Aldi's is one. Gosh, where is it?
I used to work at a second job at Meijer at the frozen foods, and the guy would come in. This guy with a big belly. He'd say, I need this flavor here or there here. But he said, I don't want to see fat-free or sugar-free. He says, does it look, he went to his belly. He said, does it look like I'm worried about fat-free or sugar-free? And, that stuff, it ain't natural. That stuff isn't. I mean, I could, I don't like eating it. I don't like eating it.
Well, it's, at Morrison's and Aldi's, and there's one more, and I don't know. I don't know where I put it on my notes. I wrote it down pretty small. I was writing down. But they're already using it. And they said they've already got approval from the FDA, the people that want to stuff is just bad news, Now, I want to say silicon dioxide, polypropylene glycol, and this one here is nitrohexafuran, or I'm butchering up, but that's the 3 ingredients that is in it. Hey there, Sin City. Thank you for coming. That is what's in that stuff. And I was doing my research, and what I've been thinking, the research says that red seaweed will do the same effect, and it is all natural. And you can grind it up and feed it and put it in feed to keep 12% of the methane gas down in cows, if that's what they're worried about.
Yeah, but the sea life eats the seaweed.
Yes, they do. Yeah,
And let me tell you, liberals or people to the left care more about them than they do humans, and that's just a fact. I know Barbara's going to say, "What? What did Nickel just say?" But yeah, that's true. It is. Remember when they had to move the pipeline somewhere else because there was a little frog, and they was afraid it was going to upset the little frog, and the frog was probably poisonous.
Yeah, exactly.
And so they made a move, and it's the same way with mining. It's all this stuff. If they'll find some kind of poisonous frog, if you touch it, a human dies. They'll try to save the life of that frog. So and change everything. Nickel, get real.
Yeah, well, that's like, you remember the spotted owl in the forest up here in Washington and Oregon? They quit cutting timber down because of the rare spotted owl.
Yeah.
Remember that? I mean, and so, yeah, that's
they do. They care more about owls, and then I'll tell you what they do. They put them on this protected list, and then they come back in herds, and they never take them off the list. So if they interfere with you and you kill one of them, you go to prison because they don't need to be protected anymore. There's the eagle. I don't know for sure. I don't think it really needs to be protected anymore. There's substantial numbers now. There's a bunch of animals that now have made a comeback, and they don't really need to be protected, but yet they never take it off the list.
Right. Yeah, it's really sad to see that. Can you turn your mic down just a little bit, Nickel? Lucky Star said it's a little bit loud.
I don't think I have the controls here to do that. So,
okay.
Let me see settings. See if I can.
I don't know if I do. Let's see if that. Come on, quit that.
It's already on half. My audio's already on 50%.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
So, I had a booming voice. I got like an A in umpire school for voice. So.
Strike. I bet that's your favorite word.
Well, and they said the guy that caught, they had other students catch. He said, "Dude," he said, "you're the loudest." He said, I said, "No, Jerry Lane is." He goes, "No, Jerry Lane's been right behind me." He said, "You are louder than him." I said, "Well, I don't see it that way because I walked by Jerry Lane and my ears echoed for I had a hum in my ears for like 2 hours after I walked by him making a ball strike." So, a call. So, but anyway, that's the only thing I got an A on.
That's funny. I'll ask because my may need to turn my volume down too because Lucky's saying it's I overpower. So I mean I will be glad to turn it down.
She might have just got her ears cleaned out. If you get your ears cleaned out, everything's louder for a while until you get the wax back in there. Nickel she says Nickel just has to turn everything into politics. Well, everything is politics. It is. Sports is politics. I mean, right now, if Alabama gets the 12th position in these 12-team playoff, it was all political because they want the money Alabama can bring in when they don't deserve to be there with their record. But if they put them in, it was political because Arizona State should get the 12th spot. That's who should get it. And they're not going to bring as much money in with Arizona State if they're in it. But they deserve to get in it. So there you go, Barbara. Barb.
It's really crazy. And this week I have not had a whole lot of time to do anything as far as research or anything like that. And this popped up. I was reading at work and it popped up at work. And so I started doing this. I wasn't listening, Nickel. Could you say that again, Barbara? Oh Lord.
I wasn't listening. Yeah, I know. But it is. I mean, let's face it. Politics. It's in the school system. It's in the churches. Let's face it. The Catholic Church. I don't want to get you in trouble. Catholic Church is it's much political as it is religious. It just is. So
they do kind of dip their robes into politics, don't they?
yeah, it's very political. A lot of influence. Yeah. So it's in everything. Sports. And the reason it's in sports, I'll tell you how come. Because they go to the government and get these grants or whatever it is to build stadiums. And so when you bring the government in and you take the money from the government to do something, the government thinks that you answer to them. So that's where they got into trouble with the professional sports, is all these what is it they use for the buildings and stuff. Anyway, they get some of the money from there to do it. And so they don't have to use their own money. And when you do, you invite the government in. And they're getting in Bitcoin, the SEC.
Yeah,
So,
that kind of worries me about when you see government getting into that kind of stuff when they shouldn't be. Is that reminds me of what the U.S. Mint just got through doing, putting all those coins, gold, Privy Mark coins up for auction. I don't know if anybody's been watching that auction, but number one, last time I looked, was up to $170,000 on bid at Stacks Buyers, and it's just it's incredible to see what they're doing, because to me they're actually getting in the coin business and reselling it. Yeah, Joe, that is number one. That's the number one piece. Yeah. Okay, Dean. Oh, you think about it. How many people have 170 grand to play with like that? Just give it away. Yep, Hunter. Yeah, Hunter probably got it. He sold one of his paintings for a few $100,000.
Barb, she's got it. She's loaded up. She's loaded up there in New Jersey or New York or wherever.
She's up there in the cold. Speaking of cold, how cold is it up there in the north there, Barbara? I want a mob exemption. So, how cold is it there, Nickel?
20 to 30. The bird bath had ice in it this morning, and I've turned off all my washer hoses and lines and all the water off so it don't freeze. So it's pretty cold here. We had snow. We got about 2 inches. We don't normally get snow this early, so I'm worried now it's going to be a blizzard or something coming.
See, that's what I'm kind of worried about, because all week we have had, like this morning, it was 32, and it has been like 32. We haven't had any moisture. It hadn't been raining or anything like that, but it has been cold out there and the wind blowing really hard. Like today, it was probably blowing 30, 35 miles an hour. Tony says Wisconsin's 5 degrees. Ouch. No, thank you.
Isn't that normal? I think Wisconsin just seems to be a cold place to me. Minnesota is brutal.
Yeah,
I mean, it is absolutely
been really windy there too. So yeah, we've been having a lot of high winds here, Barbara. So
I bet they're already ice fishing in Minnesota.
Oh, they may be. Who lives in Minnesota? Are they ice fishing in Minnesota? Anybody in the stream here from Minnesota? Or even Wisconsin? I know somebody here from Wisconsin.
Yeah, Happy Tiger and
Lassie Farm?
Yeah, I could not think of Lassie. And that's even a dog. I like Lassie. They're right there on the border.
Lassie Farm, I got to say this on my stream for everybody. Lassie Farm did a a video on changing his oil in his car.
Yes, I know. I didn't see it, but I saw that he posted it. I didn't get the chance to see it yet.
You didn't see what I posted?
And I haven't got to see it yet. No,
Yeah,
I haven't got
oh, you have to see what I posted because I saw it when it popped up and I said, him changing the oil. I said, what the heck? And I wrote in there and he was changing the oil and he's talking about putting in the drain plug. And if it leaks, it's okay. And I just said, what? It's okay if it leaks? And I put that in the comments on him, you know? And I just cracked up, you know?
Yeah, they're on the border of Wisconsin and Minnesota. So
Nickel and Sin City says he at 32 is cold. He says he lives in Florida, so he thinks 53 is cold.
yeah, well, you know, once you get used to it. I remember when my brother moved to Texas, and then we went down. Man, we were wearing short sleeves, everything, and we were all right. And all the people down there around the neighbors, they said, man, you're making me cold. They said, are you sure you don't want to go get long pants and a coat on? I go, I'm fine, man. I said, where we come from, it's a lot colder than this. But you adjust to it. You know, same way with my brother and his wife. They were, you know, they thought it was hot all the time. Then after they've been down there for a while, then all of a sudden, winters there are bad, or they're cold, or they have to have a coat.
Right.
So you adjust to it. But no, I always thought it was great weather down in Texas, in the Houston area. So
now, I had some of the stuff I read about this Bovar. They say it does not affect the milking at all, which I call BS on that. And they says that it does not call or link to infertility in males, and it does reproductive. Now they're saying it's not doing that, but I'm seeing mixed reports on that. And so if it does have these infidelity or reproductive damage to your body, then then what's going to happen when they use the manure from the cows to fertilize our veggies and our different stuff that we grow in our farms and stuff like that, our gardens? It's going to get in there. So I think there needs to be more and more investigation in on this. I tell you, I don't like what they're saying about this, because and then another thing, I thought this was kind of, yeah, it really is, Barbara. It is a domino effect. And so why do they even, I mean, how many cows have been here since time? Okay. And they've been pooping and doing exiting methane gas. I will do that. That way I can't get hammered for that, you know, but
relieving themselves.
Yes. And so it has never created a problem until just recently. And they're, you know, and I don't like them putting all this stuff in our food that we eat and giving it to what we're eating is with this stuff. And they just come out over this stuff. It's just like these mosquitoes. I do not feel good about these male mosquitoes coming out there. What's in those male mosquitoes, you know?
I don't know. I just know that there were some mosquitoes they messed with, and then they released them, and they reproduce very quickly. So I don't know. You know, if you're gonna get rid of mosquitoes, like put something in some of them so it'll die them out, or they'll be genetically unfit and they can't survive. And you know, kind of like insecticide or something. I don't mind that, but if they take blood from us and then leave something for us that's going to mess us up, now I'm against it.
I want you to read. Can you read what Barbara just put up there? That is so true. Can you see that, Nickel?
Yeah, on the pharmaceutical. Yeah, and then
that's. I agree with you 100%. It's one more way that they can come at us and not not have any ramifications. Oh, that cow gave it. That, I do not believe that they should be doing it. I mean, there's enough chemicals in the air, and so, and I'm not going to venture off and what about the air and what's going on in our weather and stuff like that, because I'm not going down that rabbit hole tonight.
Oh, the Comtrails.
Yeah, they were out spraying like crazy over the airport, over that area here in Portland.
Well, have you been on top of your roof lately and look?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Well, see if you get up there whenever you put your Christmas lights on. Like you're going to have time for that. When you look, see if it ain't a bunch of brown stuff all over your roof. And that's what we got here. And a lot of people said it's from the planes flying over and the stuff that comes out. And it comes down and gets on our houses.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but we get some brown residue or something all over the.
Well, I do know they're spraying out aluminum oxide. I do know that. I can guarantee you that. That's one of them, and that came straight from the guy pumping it into the airplane that worked for. He was the Air Force guy, and he was a sergeant, and he filled those planes up. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So, because I don't want to get into I don't want somebody to say, "Oh, that's wrong information." But you know what I'm talking about. I got Big Brother watching me every week. So, and they let me start pinning. I can pin a comment now, Nickel.
You're making progress. When I got in trouble, I could do it within a week and a half or 2 weeks. When you got in trouble, well, you didn't get in trouble, but you got blamed. It took you what now? 3 months? I mean, I don't know. I don't understand all that, but 3 months, I think.
Kind of, yes. Can you kind of fill me in a little bit? 3 months for.
To pin your comments. You couldn't do it. You haven't been able to do it.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't pin my comments for months. And I finally got to pin a comment the other day. Because I'll go into one of my feeds and see if I can pin a comment and just let me do it now. I even went into Sal's stream today and I got to buy some memberships like I normally do on Sunday. And I was surprised that they're cutting me some slack now. JM says he has got to shovel snow soon, so get the snowblower going.
Copper Al Coins is here. Did you see him?
Who? Oh, hey, Copper! Thanks for coming. I didn't see that. Yeah, it is. It is. If you really get into deep heart of this stuff. It's really crazy. It's just like that new weapon they got pictures of going off in Ukraine that Russia sent down is some type of new type of it's not nuclear, but it is pretty strong.
Well, no, you can put nuclear warheads on it. It can shoot six.
Yes. Did you?
Oh yeah, it's fast. Did you see how fast they hit?
Yes. Yes. And did you see the actual film they showed of it, of the bomb hitting or whatever you want to call it? It showed lightning bolts coming down in different areas.
That's what it reminded me of. It's like lightning bolts. And exactly. I didn't see a lot of smoke and fire from it. Did you?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. JM, yeah, you're right. Hypersonic. And, the United States doesn't have anything like that, nor I don't think anybody on this planet has that end yet. So, Sin City, yeah, you're right. It's Big Brother is watching. Yes. Look at Tony Erickson. He says, Clare, Wisconsin, they blame the snowfall on a factory. You got to be kidding me. That is crazy.
I think they can hit London with one of those missiles in like 9 minutes or 9 to 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. It is pretty fast. So anyway, on this Bovar, this Bovar is sold at Morrison's, Tesco, and Aldi's. So those are the three stores that are right now chains that are actually putting this stuff in the feed and selling it to whoever. And I do not agree about putting stuff in that kind of stuff. And I don't care. It's like the milk that was shots that they were giving these cows to produce more milk. I would not drink that milk that was being produced that way. Copper Alcoins, yeah, I bet we do. We generally don't fall behind on that tech. Some interesting things going on in our labs. Oh, Copper Coins, you are absolutely correct. And there is some crazy stuff out there, and stuff that you can't even. I can't say it on here, but I have to be really Copper Coins. I got a strike here a few months back, and they call it medical information disinformation, and they were. Yes, you're right, Barbara. They really are, and so I have to be really careful what I say and stuff here, because they really put me on there and had their foot on my neck about they've been taking subs away and all kinds of stuff. So all I can say is please like, share, and
Subscribe.
sub to my channel, because they're taking them away as soon as I get subbed. So,
And you got to comment. You got to comment on something. If you don't comment,
So I would appreciate any help that any one of you come in here. They're kicking me, and I've been fighting them off the last few months ever since I got that strike. And I think the strike will be up here in about 15 days. Hey, son of a silver sacker, and hit that like button too. Yes, thank you for coming.
I'm up to 700 subs.
Are you really? They keep taking them away. I'll get an email from somebody new when they sub to me, and they get an email, and my subs account does not move up or down. Most of the time, if it moves down.
Yeah, I'll probably be 650 tomorrow, but right now I'm still at 700. I got to 702, then back to 700, and now I'm back to 701. So I don't know if I'll stay.
They're really trying to kick my. So I've been really, really careful about what I say. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Yeah, and Barbara, I ain't no way in this world I'm giving up bison burgers. I'm sorry, can't do it. I'm hooked on them things. I can eat them. I can eat them 3 times a week, huh?
You're hooked on what there, Nickel?
Bison burgers.
Oh, bison burgers. Barbara, if we can get the meat, because when I buy meat, I buy local meat from a local meat processor and put it in my freezer. And it costs me a little bit more money, but Gold Chick, they're called Whites, WHITES, Whites Meats. And yeah, Barbara, they really are. When they gave me that strike, they kicked me hard. And so they did White's Meat, Gold Chick, and they kicked me hard, really. And so I've been having a hard time. Nobody can find my channel or anything like that. So that's why I say I would appreciate everybody hitting that like button, comment as much as you can. Yeah, thank you. That would be great, Barbara, because it's been really brutal what they've done to me. And, and I didn't really do anything about telling anybody about anything, I'm really careful about what I say on here because of that simple fact. They'll stomp on you like you've never been stomped on. So,
and they don't like I think a lot of links given out either and stuff.
No, you know what they've been doing also too. When you said that, they've been deleting my links.
Mm.
So I've had to disguise a lot of the links. And what I do when I put a link out there and put a message up there, you need to open it up, and there may be 2 or 3 links underneath it that they can't see. And so it's not showing, and they've been leaving them alone. So,
well, when I mention other channels, they will knock it back. They will take part of the off, and so you can't link it. You can't punch it and go to it. So I have to go back and redo it again.
See, that's what I've been having to do. And what they do, they just come back and delete it again. So what I started doing is I quit putting them. I put it on one that they wouldn't delete on my links, and I would just go down below where they can't see it, and they've been staying on there. So when you go in there looking for a link or anything like that, open the video or open the comment up. It'll say read more, and you'll see more links in it, because that's what I've got for these tonight. I've got some really good links that I want people to actually do their own research and look at this, because what is white's meat? That's the owner of that's his last name. That's the name of the meat company that is, his last name is White. So yes, White's Meat is a actual local meat company that buys local meats. Now, I can go over there and buy me a nice porterhouse steak, which I like, and I do. And so I really like it. And they're, like I said, they're not cheap, but they're good cuts of meat, and they're local farms around here, and that's what I want to support, is local. What we talked about too, yeah, Tony, yes. Yeah, I've been talking about that, Tony, and looking on that, and I'm gonna try and do a actual stream on that. And so I've been really careful about what I say. Steak and eggs, yes, indeed. I love steak and eggs there, JM. Oh, Lord, do I like it.
Spam and eggs is really good.
Spam, I'll eat spam if I fry it. I do not like it out of the can.
No, I cook. I put it in a skillet.
Yeah, I'll eat that.
And that and eggs sandwiches is really good. Egg white. I just put the egg white on them.
Okay. Yeah, Lucky Star says porterhouse steak is the best steak. I agree. I tell you what, Lucky Star, if I go over and buy me a porterhouse steak, it's about $30 for one steak, and it's just about a little over a pound. But I'll buy a few of them and put them up. But what I'm trying to do is actually get with somebody, local farm, and get a few, because I can't eat a whole cow up. And my freezer will hold probably a quarter. And so what I want to do is get like 3 or 4 people to buy a cow, a full cow. And, when we slaughter it, we'll have some good meat and have it mixed up. And so that's what I used to do down in Texas. I used to have it with, my bacon and ham, all that was all fresh, and it's just not the same now.
Yeah, here there used to be a church here that processed a hog same day, and you got the meat and everything, and it was unbelievable good eating.
Oh wow, that's cool. That's very cool.
And down in Texas, they have the wild hogs, the boars, and they put them on a skewer and turn them and all that other. And I understand that's pretty good to eat. So
right. Gold Chick wants to know about the meat. Gold Chick, that meat is from local farmers that are around here that are actually corn fed, and they take really good care of their actual meat. So that meat that I buy out of there is from their butchers, and they have really good meat that you buy. It is not cheap, but that's okay.
Do they have calf liver? They have calf liver there?
Yep.
That's good. If it ain't frozen and all that and you get it fresh, it's good eating. I love
all fresh meat. There's nothing from now. What they will do, you can take a deer or an elk over there and let it hang for 28 days in their locker, and they'll process it for you. And so
The deer
that's
steak,
always good.
butterfly steaks from venison is that's my favorite part of a deer.
Oh Lord, give me that back strap. Oh
yeah.
Lord.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
I used to eat that for breakfast.
Yep. I love the back strap. I love that back strap. Well, you know what? I'm looking at the time. I've had such a great time today. I'm so thankful for everybody coming in today and chatting with me. And Barbara, you're the best. And when I buy from my local farms, it surpasses the grocery store. That's exactly what you want to do, Barbara. Buy it from a local grocery store or local meat market. So that's the way you want to do it.
What did you do for Thanksgiving? You had a turkey?
I worked Thanksgiving, and what happened was I had a friend of mine that invited me over to their to their house to eat, and so I got over there. I've been working 4 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, and I've been working 12s because we're short-handed, and her and the kids, she cooked up a big dinner. She would let me leave, and I help her out. I work on her car and stuff every now and then, so we kind of swap a little bit. And so that I help out a little bit that way. But yeah, she fixed up some turkey. She had some fresh green beans that she pulled out of her garden. And I love fresh green beans. And these had butter and the fresh. Oh, they were so tasty. Along with my mashed potatoes and my turkey and stuff like that. But yeah, she took really good care of me and sent me home with a bunch. So yeah, because I have these 12-hour days are kicking my back.
Tail feathers. But yeah,
I like that tail.
It's only gonna get tougher as you age. Yes. I find it's the same way with my lawn service. I'm going, how much longer am I going to be able to keep doing it physically? I don't know.
Yeah. Because you think about it, we're such a shortage of mechanics right now. We can't hire enough mechanics. And then we did hire a couple of mechanics back in October. And I'm still training them. And one of them was not there. And one of them was there. And I've been training him, and it's working out pretty good.
And one.
Yeah, I was training both of them at one time. That's too much. I just couldn't do it and do my job, I have some pictures of stuff that I want to put on my shorts, and I hadn't even had time to sit down and do my shorts. So on that. So you know what I'm thinking, Lucky? I mean, not Lucky, but Mr. Nickel. I think we need a number. I'm going to send out a couple more $2 bills consecutive. Yeah, Barbara, I've been beat. That's why I'm still in my work uniform and my overalls, and I was cold. I mean, that wind was blowing about 35 miles an hour today, and I just said, nope, I'm going to sit in and have me a drink and stuff like that. So they're already Dean's got the first number of 10. So let me see how many's in here. Let's see. We got 13 watching. So 1 through 30 be good there, Mr. Nickel.
Okay.
Barbara's got 69. Barbara, we're going to have to get together. You know that? Yeah. I'm going to fly out there. We're going to go to dinner, Barbara. I'm going to take you to dinner. How's that? Hey, C4. Thank you for coming.
And you're going to have salads because she ain't going to eat no meat. So you're going to have salads.
I can guarantee you I'm going to have me a steak.
And in honor of Trump, she needs to get a Caesar salad. That's what she needs.
I didn't want to touch that one with a 10-foot pole or nickel. I'll just leave that alone. You got a number?
Yeah, I do. You ready for me to show it?
All right, hold on here. Let me go down here and check all the numbers. And let's see here. Dean's 10. I want to make sure nobody got the same number. I think we're okay. We got nobody looks like they got the same number. Lucky Star and C4 have 7. So the first number is 7 is C4. Lucky Star, can you pick a different number, darling?
I will laugh my butt off if he actually makes a move to change the law where you can just keep running again.
Oh.
That's going to give people heart attacks, nervous breakdowns, all kind. I'll enjoy every minute of it too. Not the heart attacks.
Cool.
The nervous
Okay,
breakdowns.
Lucky Star picked 9. We had Sergeant Gold come in. Thank you, Sergeant, for coming. Hit that like and subscribe and share me out because YouTube is kicking my tail. So I would appreciate any help. So
Tail feathers. You can't get no more politically correct than saying that.
that right, exactly. So what did we end up with the number, Nickel?
Here it comes. Number 5, Brooks Robinson.
Oh, Brooks Robinson. What a good guy he was. Let's see who
Oh, my Lord. Greatest defensive third baseman ever.
Yep, I agree. Let's see who had close to 5.
I saw somebody with 9.
C4 had 7, but that's over. Who had 9? Sergeant Gold had 27.
Lucky Star had 9.
Oh, okay. 9. Yeah, okay. So I think
somebody had 7. Does somebody have 7? They don't say
C4 had the first C7. So we're going to call C4. Let me make a notation of that. C4. I'm going to send you the GA, and let's see here. C4 GA. Okay. I'm going to give you my email, C4, and email me your address so I can mail it to you. And what I'm going to mail out is 2 brand new $2 bills, and they're consecutive and new. So,
does everybody like my beard, my peppered beard? Kind of dark here, light here. I kind of look like that. Does it look, the beard, does it look like ER doctor? What's his name? The actor.
You look fine.
Who is it? The Clooney. I think Clooney has a beard like this.
All right. Let me get that out there. Okay, there you go, C4. There's my email. And email me and with your address and stuff like that, the information, so I can mail it to you. Congratulations, C4. What you got there? I see American flag. Oh, land of the free. There you go. Oh, I like it. I like it. Like it. So did anything really happen? That hasn't too much happened since I haven't been able to keep up with it, but has anything come up this week that I didn't hear about?
We got Biden trying to start World War III.
I heard he okayed the long range missiles into the Soviet Union, Russia.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's thinking about sending nuclear missiles to Ukraine. And
what? Nuclear?
Yes. And if he does that, I don't know what happens because Putin's already threatened. That's a no-no. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. They won't use them. They'll be there as a deterrent. And it will work as a deterrent. I mean, will Russia continue to do what they're doing if you got nuclear missiles looking right at them?
Right. Yeah, Tony, I'm going to do a video on that. I wanted to do some more research on that. Tony sent me a an article out earlier this week about the FDA or somebody's killing 90,000 pounds of chicken thrown away. I mean, of a recall for some kind of listeria. And so I wanted to, hey, Stephanie, thank you for coming. Good to see you. Just put pardon Hunter. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, she just said that he pardoned his son. How about that?
Joe pardoned his son, huh? I didn't hear about that.
Don't surprise me none.
Yeah, that's you know, if you really think about what's going on, you know, if I'd have got fired from my job, they'd have came down there and they'd have taken my security code, my security badge, my security key, and they would have taken all that away from me, and I wouldn't be able to do anything. Now, look what, when you get a new president in, look what Mr. Biden is doing. Pardon his son. Can he actually really do that?
Yeah. They're arguing whether you can pardon yourself. And some constitutionalists say you can't, and some say you can. So it would go to the Supreme Court, and then they would have to decide whether be interesting whether a president can pardon himself before he leaves office.
That's really interesting right there. That is interesting. That is really interesting. I don't understand that, but you know, I guess
if Vance gets elected after Trump, and I don't know, because the problem we have with Trump, I like a lot what he's doing. Some of the things concern me. I think the tariff stuff, he may be going overboard on that. But if he, when he goes out, if Vance gets elected after, because let's say the economy's doing better or whatever,
right?
Then Vance will he probably will pardon him from any crime or any type of crime or any crime that they can come up with, and he'll probably give him a wide range pardon. But if Vance doesn't get elected, I don't know if Trump will try to pardon himself, or will he step down and make Vance president and have Vance pardon him, so they don't come after him, because all they're going to do is probably go after him for the next 10 years if he doesn't do that.
Right. It'd be really interesting to see how they do that, because you know, it's really bad news with what's going on. So
but I am concerned. I wouldn't say I'm scared to death of World War III. But it has made a turn for the worse. It has definitely gotten worse over there.
This is my thinking on what I'm seeing over there. I really think Putin knows that Trump will be in office, and he knows that this threat from Biden and the rest of these warmongers will be kind of put to the wayside. And I think they're already trying to go for peace, like, you know, in what Trump's doing, and he's not even president-elect yet. So, I mean, he is elected, but he's not been sworn in. And
well, he's doing. They're already trying to settle stuff in the Middle East. So, and I think it's Trump that's doing all that. And Biden will take credit before he goes out, but I think it's because of Trump. Trump said he wanted that all done before he gets sworn in. So he's calling. He's making calls.
Yeah, that really worries me about, because what is this guy? What is he doing? You know, and so it's just it's actually just absolutely, you know, you just can't. You can't take anything that they're saying, because half that stuff is fake, you know, fake news. So it's just, I'm hoping that, you know, Putin has been really, really patient about what's going on, just like he did that whatever type of bomb it was, some type of new warhead that they have. And he brought it down there, and I think they filmed it because he wanted the world to know, you know?
Yeah. Well, what Putin is doing
and I'll put myself in Putin's shoes, which I probably shouldn't. But if I were him and I thought there was, with Trump coming in, that it's a good chance he's going to be able to broker a deal, what I probably would do is what he's doing. He's trying to conquer as much land as he can, as fast as he can, because he knows he's going to have to give some back, but the more he has, the more he'll keep. And so he wants that bumper zone, and I think he has that bumper zone he wants. I think he already has enough land. I think he's got what he wants, but he's trying to get more because then he can say, oh, I will give that back to them. So he's being generous. He's giving back that land he conquered that he didn't own in the first place. But what he plans to do is waiting for this deal to come out, and he knows he's going to get to keep a lot of what he's won. And so he's going to be the winner in this. There's no doubt about it. But he's the bigger army, so he gets a little bit more, so they'll stop fighting.
Right.
I think that's what it's all about. I think he's just trying to get as much as he can get, as fast as he can get before Trump gets in there. And I think he is holding back far as the weapons he could use, because he knows Trump's coming in and he knows that he'll get the best of the deal.
Right. Exactly. And it's just, damn good and well. I heard this week, you talk about stuff going on. I think China is more of a threat than Russia is. China I was reading an article that they were caught dropping an anchor and ripping up telecommunication lines in up there where Norway up in that area up in there. Did you hear about that?
Oh, what
Yeah, because China had destroyed 2 communication lines, and by dropping an anchor and then pulling them and breaking them apart and stuff like that.
Oh, on the floor of the
yes,
ocean?
of the ocean. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's that fiber optic.
Yes, and so I heard that they did that. So it's kind of interesting to see China is still trying to disrupt our actual communications, because they don't want us to communicate.
Yeah, China is the quiet problem. It's like they don't bark, they don't make threats usually. They just secretly go behind and try to sabotage everything. So yeah. So China's going to be a problem. That's going to be our biggest problem in the near future. So there's no doubt about that. And I'm not against it. If he wants to put tariffs against them, that's fine. I think we get most of our stuff from them. So I think the stores may be empty if he goes too high on it.
Right.
So the tariffs can cause product shortages, and tariffs can cause at least temporary inflated prices. I think inflation is going to go up with Trump at the very beginning. I really believe that.
I agree with you. I agree. Well, you know what? It's 6:00, and it's time for. We'll finish this next week, and I'm going to bring up some more information of this here. If anybody wants more information on this new feed that they're giving our cattle, and that is Bovaer, and be sure and let me know, because I will put some links up on the end of my wire, and we will that way you can do your own research and you can look at it. So I want to thank everybody for coming, and be sure and like and share and do what you can. Sub to me, because I'm being kicked in the nads on this, what you do. So everybody, I would appreciate everybody's help and stuff like that. So
now I've got to decide what I'm going to eat.
That's exactly what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go make me some dinner.
Should I eat lasagna or noodles with shrimp?
I think I'm going to have some leftovers. I think I got some dressing and turkey still in there, and I'm going to go have that. So
I already ate all that. So I got to go for something else. I probably do the lasagna.
There you go.
In Barb's honor, because it's not no meat in there. I think it's cheese lasagna. So,
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good.
yeah, that'd be something Barbie to eat. She likes those noodles. She likes that noodle stuff. So she's big on that. I don't know if that's good for you or not.
Right.
But
I will say goodnight, everybody, and we'll see you next week. And I'm going to end the stream, and we'll go. So y'all have a great night, and we'll end the stream and let's see if I can get it end. Oh,
see
look at-
y'all.
yeah. See everybody, and come on, darling, in.
My
You know, they're
birthday.
making
My
me
birthday.
look at this, you know.
My birthday's December 11th. If you want to send me anything.
That's funny. Oh God. I'm trying to end the stream and some gun is just not. I've hit it so many times. Come on. Or not-
It's still going.
yeah, and I've hit it. I can't. Not yet. End it. End.
You can't end. You're here forever. It's a nightmare. Cowboys. I'm sure the Cowboys. Did they win today or lose? I didn't keep up.
They
with
played Thursday and they won.
it. Okay, yeah, they played Thursday.
Yeah,
So I listened to the Indiana Hoosier women, and they just beat the crap out of Maine, which they should have. And I was watching them, and man, they've got another player hurt. They got two players still out with injuries.
Is that right? Good.
But they're
Lord.
really playing. I've got McNeil is finally coming there because I would have sat her down and said, "You are a 5-year senior. You got to be more of a leader," and she is right now. She scored 22 points, I think, the last 2 games. So she's what they got to have. So,
Gosh, I can't. I've hit this thing about 10 times and it will not end. Look at that. And I'm going to try and end it, so I'll figure it out. So I'll talk at you later. Take care.
and you may have to unplug it.
I got to get it unplugged. It will not unplug.
I'll tell you what you do. I tell you if you shut your computer, you're on a computer, right?
Yeah. Just stopped. It
Well,